wanna do. Come on, I'm highly favored. Don't wanna blame me. No conversation, ain't got time for no debating. It's for the taking, no hesitation. Don't try my patience. I'ma pour out one for the set, boy, till there's nothing left. On a run to the bread until we all got them baguettes. Hear them footsteps coming, cause we coming for the check. We ain't gon' run, no we don't hide. I can never switch now.
All right, Coach, thank you very much. It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Oakland Raiders and the Baltimore Ravens. Two weeks have come and gone. It's off to week 3, and we're underway on EA Sports. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll probably wish he'd reconsidered here. It will cost him 10 yards as he's down at the 15.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these team special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Shift. Watch the shift. One, later one. Watch the shift. Later one.
Carr with a play fake to Jacobs. And his first look is incomplete.
I think we'll see more of them trying to get him the football out of the backfield. They love what he can do in open space, and they believe that he creates mismatches they can exploit.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
93. Hey, I-7. Set the tone, defense. Let's go.
Throwing again. Carr. Trying to get it to Williams, but it's intercepted. Picked off at the 24. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. That interception sets them up beautifully already in the red zone.
And you can hear it all the way up here. Oski. Everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
Ready. Echo. Let's go. Set, go.
After the interception, here's Jackson. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. A great play there. His second touchdown on the season as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. They run it with Jacobs. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. Plays like we just saw there. That's why they're up right now. And the defense, they're doing their job.
Yeah, it starts with the guys up front. So when you talk with GMs who are putting together a team, a lot of them say we're going to build from the inside out, because if you control the line of scrimmage, you control the rest of the ball game, and that's what we're seeing here. They're actually playing in the offense's backfield, not necessarily just playing at the line of scrimmage.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Throwing now is Carr. And that will be incomplete.
It is tough to complete passes against zone defenses. The windows that you see open, they shrink pretty rapidly. How about being able to hit a moving target against the zone before the next guy can get there and make a play on the ball?
Not easy for any quarterback, no matter the situation, and there the defense won the battle. Baltimore Ravens.
And as soon as they hand a rookie his playbook, they say you better make your mark on special teams if you want to hang around. I'd say returning one for a touchdown will definitely leave a memory.
Yeah, that's a pretty indelible mark here early on in his career. Tucker with the extra point, and that'll make the score 14-0. This will be taken very short. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams...
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off around the 37, and they take possession of the football and have it at the 36-yard line. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Right here, right here.
Jackson from the shotgun. That'll be taken in there by Miles Boykin. And this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on 1st down. That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll be brought down at the 21, just shy of the 20 in the red zone. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. Open man is Switzer, complete. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Ryan Switzer, his 4th touchdown on the year as the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and it's now 21-0. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. And a super return as he gets us all the way down inside the 25-yard line. Jackson on 1st down. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4. 19 yards on the pickup there, and now they'll have it 1st and goal. This defense porous so far in this first quarter. They face another 1st and goal. From the gun, it's Jackson. Escaping the pressure right. And it's intercepted at the goal line. picked by Trayvon Mullen.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
Brandon, if I'm an offensive coordinator and I see an all-out rush like that, I file it away because I'm going to use their aggressiveness against them as this game goes on. I'm going to hit them with a screen soon.
Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. Carr. And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And this one will be brought back to the 22.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. It's a really nice 15-yard pickup, and now it's 1st and goal. Now it's Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he's brought down right at the 5-yard line. Give him 2 on the play. He'll get only 2 there, and it's 2nd and goal. And the ball smack dab on the 5-yard line. Here's 2nd and goal.
44, Mike, 44. 66, bullet, pass. Tighten up.
And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get in. Touchdown, Baltimore. A great effort there. Doing it again with his 3rd touchdown here in the opening quarter. As the Ravens push further out in front. Tucker with the extra point. And a rout is on here in this first half. This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up just past the 20, and his guys will go to work at the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Typically down in the first half, I might say, oh, you at least need a field goal out of this drive, but they're down to the point where they need a touchdown, don't they?
Yeah, normally, you know me. I mean, you've been around me for a while now, right?
Unfortunately.
I'm sorry about that. But normally, I'm the one preaching patience.
Yeah.
You know, take your...
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. We haven't even escaped the first half, and he's already thrown 4 picks.
And Brandon, back in the good old days, probably back before you were born, if your starter threw 4 in the first half, he might throw 8 or more for the game because they weren't going to pull him out. But nowadays, the patience level isn't quite there. He's going to have to make some real adjustments, or the backup may see some time.
A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Flushed out right. And now he's going to use his legs. Touchdown, Ravens! The first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it's stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over them.
This will be taken short. And his guys will get the football right at the 20-yard line.
Here we go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to be absolutely reeling right now. Couldn't have expected to be down this big, this early. But that's the spot they're in as they come up to try again here. So finally completes his first pass. Credit the defense, though. They've been showing him some different looks, keeping him off balance.
Yeah, I like the observation that you had there, because when you give him different looks and give any quarterback different looks, it takes just a little bit longer to process sometimes, and you don't throw the ball with the same confidence. You're not sure that that's where you should go with the football. And that's worked for the defense early in this game. And now he's got his first completion. Let's see if his confidence comes back and he starts to get into a nice little groove.
I hate to sound really negative, but at this point, an incomplete pass, almost a moral victory that it's not picked off.
Well, you may hate to sound negative, but that was negative.
It was very negative, I know. But all these first-half interceptions, it's been tough to watch.
Yeah, couldn't find a silver lining in this one. Much more like lead.
And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A very solid gain of 27. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 47.
Mike's 59. Mike's 59. It's a party now. Hey, wahoo!
The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. The Raiders with the football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
Mike, check, 59. Hey, I'm coming after you. 694. Express. Hey, Zoo. You don't know no better. Check 59, Mike. Mike is 59.
Now Carr again. And he's going to be swallowed up. Sacked back at the 45-yard line. Jalen Ferguson. Credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
37. All day, dog. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle, 55. Hey, watch this play.
To throw his Carr. Under pressure again, and down he goes again.
I'm starting to feel for that quarterback back there. I mean, you know me. Normally, don't have a lot of empathy for the QB, right? In this case, definitely. He's been on constant duress this entire game. I don't know how he's surviving back there.
And to think, there's still a long way to go in this football game. On 3rd and long, it's Carr. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down.
You hear the calls for a penalty, but I just don't think so. I think in this situation, the defender was making sure his guy couldn't hold on to the football. So I don't see anything that warranted a flag.
No, I'm with you. There was contact, but I'm happy they kept that flag in the back pocket. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another 1st down with that run.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down. Now they try the right side here. It'll only be a gain of a yard, and it sets up a 3rd down and 4 now.
A gain of a yard on the play brings up 3rd and 4.
Mike 55. Mike 55. Oh, damn.
Here's Jackson to throw. And unable to connect. Incomplete. Now, give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. But one thing's for sure, they're still taking their shots downfield, even with a big lead.
I think it's way too early to go into a shell, so I like what they're doing. Continue to take your shots. Continue to be aggressive. It's not their job to slow themselves down.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter no longer exists for their offense. That's how they have to treat this drive.
They need points.
Big time.
Give them 12 yards that time and an Oakland 1st down. On 1st down, Carr. Taken in by the tight end, Doyle. And they get to him after a gain of 6 to the 46. A gain of 6 there on first. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
On the run, it's Campbell. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40.
Exactly what they needed right there, because they needed to use the ground game to take some pressure off, because the quarterback's been struggling a little bit.
93.
Carr now on first down. Catch made here by Campbell. And he gets it inside the 35 and just shy of the 30. A pickup of 10, and it's enough for an Oakland first down. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football.
Keep playing hard.
And we'll remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll join Jonathan Coachman and the gang in Orlando. Coach will have stats and scores from the early games going on here around the NFL. A run there on first down and a pretty good one of 5 yards, so make it 2nd and 5. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
Hey, let's go. 180.
The 26-yard line.
Kill.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. 5 yards on first down, but now just a 1-yard pickup there on 2nd. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
185. 59. Hey, 734. I got you. Mike Spot. Hey, Orbit. We own them.
Working from the gun, it's Carr. And now here's another interception. It's the former Seahawk, Earl Thomas. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It could be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Here we go. Fast. Now the wolf. Hey, push him back.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Got a man, it's caught for a Ravens touchdown. Hollywood Marquise Brown, his first touchdown here of the new campaign as his guys continue to pour it on. Tucker able to connect on the extra point, and the route is on here in this first half. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken very short. And his guys are going to start their drive right at the 20-yard line.
Let's go.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. Well, look at the clock here. You're inside of a minute. First half hasn't gone that well for you. How are you going to play this drive?
Well, I've been told by my coaches previously that the intelligent approach, go ahead and run out the clock and start over. Don't make any more mistakes. But there's also something to understanding that you get this last drive here. You get the ball to start the second half. Try and go 2 for 1 here. Get some points now and come out of the locker room and get more points again and get your momentum really built up.
The Ravens going to use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play.
Hey, seam 6. 55. Right there in the middle. 55.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. Complete to Jones. Ravens going to use their third and final timeout as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. Here's J.K. Scott now as he's on to punt for Oakland. He's been a busy man here in this first half as he gets it away. Rodgers on the return. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And control of the football switching hands with very little time remaining until the half. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
The drive starting play, a good one. Give him 19. So we've reached halftime here in what is quickly turning into quite a rout. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They had a big first half. Now they have a chance to add to that lead here in the opening possession of the second half.
And everyone always asks about halftime adjustments, kind of the key phrase. What did you do at halftime? Well, the way they ran offense in the first half, I think they were very calm, congratulatory, but also what they were saying is don't expect them to be the same on defense. They'll be the ones making the adjustments. Let's see what they do, and we'll attack accordingly.
And we'll see how they attack here. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. The second down play, not much better than the first, just a gain of 1 there.
Not your conventional play call, but that's okay. You probe the defense a little bit with some of everything in your playbook. That way they have to account for everything as the game moves on.
Jackson fakes the give and keeps it. He'll get this one to Switzer. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down.
Whether you're playing West Coast offense or not, one of the maxims of the West Coast offense is you're either throwing a touchdown or a check down. In other words, look for the big shot, but be smart. I think they did exactly that on that play. They didn't get the first down, but they're taking care of the ball well.
Yeah, and being rightly cautious with that lead here in the second half. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. These guys had to punt last time. It has not been a very fruitful game offensively thus far. They haven't even made a trip to the red zone.
And I know that everyone's going crazy on that sideline because that drives you berserk to come off the field, not really move the ball well. As you said, not even get to the red zone, let alone, not even put points on the board. They've got to just take a deep breath, relax, try and figure out what is working, and call more of that.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Carr, and this one's incomplete. Before the game, they were running the route tree about as efficiently and effectively as we could have possibly imagined, but sometimes the passes just go awry.
Yeah, let's face it, when you're running the route tree in pregame, you don't have defenders breathing down your neck. You don't have defensive backs making plays on the football. Hard to replicate the intensity of the game in pregame.
Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first.
180. 29. 55, Mike, 55.
Throwing on first down is Carr. That's caught. It's DeMarcus Robinson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. 14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider first. Carr defers to Jacobs on the draw. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. The pickup goes for 16 and a Raider first down.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Has had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always...
That's going to be caught by Williams for a Raiders touchdown. Tyrell Williams, his first touchdown of the new season. And the Raiders are able to eat just a bit into this sizable deficit. Now he's back out there to boom this one away, maybe with some frustration after the PAT miss. That's fielded in the end zone. And he probably should have stayed in the end zone, as he'll muster a return up to only the 14-yard line.
Well, conventional football 101, tells us if you don't get it back to the 20-yard line on a kickoff return, that's a disappointment. But some of these special teams coaches, with approval by the head coach, they give them full authority to go ahead and bring it out and try to be aggressive, almost what we call the green light, red light theory. Green light means go, red light means stop. Looks like he had green on that play.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 14-yard line. And oh, look at that, a diving catch. That one good for 13 and a Raven first down.
I'd have to say that whenever you see a good post route run, they do not like to let it in without the catch. Hence, that great diving play.
Yeah, lay it up there, let him go get it, and he got it. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. The Ravens get a new set of downs, give them 17 on that pickup. Back-to-back good plays, have them on the move on first down. And now here's Switzer, the target, and he's got it. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. Getting it to him in space pays off big time. That winds up going for 31. So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 25-yard line. And now a throw here secured by his running back out of the backfield. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. They get 14 on that one. That's good for a Baltimore first down. Jackson and the offense come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start. And this is caught. Touchdown, Baltimore. Mark Andrews, his first touchdown here of the new campaign, as his guys continue to put this one out of reach. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead will swell by one more. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This will be taken short. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've got to dig down deep. I mean, they need something right now, really anything to cling on to. This offense has struggled. Rush coming, and he's taken down.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, Delta. 55 to Mike.
Carr now to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Shotgun now for Carr. Looking downfield for Jones. And my goodness, another interception. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. After the interception, here's Jackson. Taken in by Switzer on the left side. And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. Back now here on EA Sports. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the 4th quarter. A very one-sided affair. A throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete. They're still throwing the football here, and obviously the incompletion stops the clock. That's a bad thing.
Feels to me like they're just keeping them honest on defense because you know they're going to stack the line of scrimmage and try and stop any type of a running play. Short little passes may work in exchange of running plays. Keep the clock moving, keep them moving.
I guess you're right. If they can get some first downs, just as good as running the football. Throwing now, Jackson on first down. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Jatavis Brown. Now they get a fourth quarter pick. A little something to hang their hat on, I guess.
Okay, so let's face it, though. Who's happy about this play? Fantasy guys, right?
Yeah.
The analytics will tell you one thing or another. That's a bad play on one hand, a good play on the other, but it's all about the fantasy points here.
Yeah, because this ball game is over. That's going to go as a loss of 2, and it'll be second down.
That's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
On second and 12, Carr. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, third down. The Raiders on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This is third down and 12. From the gun, it's Carr. And now here's another interception. Picked off at about the 31. And he will bring this back. It's a pick six and a Raven touchdown. That's the story of the game. They've been suffocating all game long on defense. They were suffocating there again in a big way.
And they've done it not just by out-athleting them, which is often the case, but by being able to adjust to anything they tried to throw at them and beating them to the punch each and every time. This was a defense that was well prepared.
This will be taken very short. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
Here we go. At their own 22-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, you had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. Now this window is running back out of the backfield. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
He completes it to Jones. From the 32 now, here's first and 10. Again, they'll throw with Carr. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
We've been around this league for a while, and many coaches never pull their starting quarterback, almost no matter the situation. In this case, though, I think he's got to make a decision. He's taking a pretty good beating out there.
Yeah, and with the deficit, maybe not wanting to risk an injury. After the sack on first down, Carr. This will be caught. Tyrell Williams. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 33 as we ironically approach 3:33 remaining in the quarter. Carr completes it. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line. That one will go as a gain of 11. Raiders having a first down as well. On first and 10, here's Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership.
And down he goes. They sack him back right around the 41-yard line. Carr and the Raiders following the sack, looking up at a 3rd and long. Operating from the gun. Carr, throw left side complete. That's Jacobs. Call it a gain of 5, and that's going to bring up a 4th down.
That's certainly playing down and distance very well by the defense, isn't it? Take whatever you want underneath, by all means.
And this is good. It was running out of gas there at the end, but he winds up getting just enough on it. And they'll get back 3, but this remains a large deficit. Well, in the grand scheme of things, those 3 points likely not going to matter much, but I guess they get a little closer, a little more respectability.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been outplayed all game long, but like my mom used to tell me all the time before I went out, dress up a little bit, son. Make yourself respectable. And that's what they're doing here. They're just dressing up the final score.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And this game comfortably in hand. The scoreboard speaks for itself, but you still got your starting quarterback out there. When do you go to the backup? Let him get some time.
And that's one of the great questions in the NFL, Brandon, because I'm just going to tell you, in the 2015 season, I commentated on 3 games in a row that were blowouts. And in none of them did the starting quarterback ever come out of the game for the team that had a big lead. And in each instance, I asked the coaches later on, why didn't you do that? And they all looked at me and said, just don't really do that in the NFL. These guys play, and we just play them all the way through. Now, in certain situations, they will take them out, but for the most part, they're not as worried and concerned about getting them out of the game. And that's always puzzled me a little bit.
All that gets him is just a yard, and now it's 3rd down. And the Raiders call on a nickel set for 3rd down. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts, as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
On the set. 55. Come on, D.
Play action. Now Jackson sliding out of the pocket. He can run for it, and he will. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. And not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Now a handoff here to his running back. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
He was tackled at the 46-yard line. A gain of 2.
And he'll give it here to his running back. Another 2-yard gain there, but they'll need to do better this time. It's 3rd and 6. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the 1st down marker is here on 3rd.
3rd and 6.
Check 24. Check 24. Mike, 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm scared. Why? Get wide. H3. 22. Come. Delta.
Here's Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. That's good for a Raven 1st down, 15 yards there.
Hey, check right. Watching you go.
Oh, Jackson's going to throw it. And it's incomplete. Still throwing to the